Welcome to Sissygram Stories channel. Today, I come up with whole new story content for you. If you like my voice and my voice makes you feel soft and feel relaxed, then hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel for daily lifestyle changing videos. Now let's start the story. Alina stepped into the hotel room, the door closing softly behind her, muffling the sounds of the bustling hallway. She paused for a moment, her eyes scanning the room as she took a deep breath. The air carried the distinct scent of a hotel, a mixture of freshly cleaned linens, faint traces of cleaning products, and the remnants of many travelers who had stayed before her. Sunlight streamed through the sheer curtains, casting soft shadows across the plush carpet. Alina ran her fingers over the smooth surface of the desk before making her way to the window. Outside, an unfamiliar city spread out before her, a mix of gleaming skyscrapers and winding streets that promised adventure. A sudden knock at the door interrupted her thoughts. Room service had arrived. Alina quickly smoothed her clothes and opened the door to reveal a young bellhop, Alex, who greeted her with a practiced smile. He moved her luggage into the room, asking if she needed anything else. Alina, already reaching for her purse, gave him a small tip and thanked him, signaling the end of the interaction. Alex hesitated for a moment before offering a polite farewell and leaving. As the door clicked shut, Alina let out a breath she hadn't realized she'd been holding. She shook off the awkward moment and focused on her excitement. This was her time, her adventure, and nothing would ruin it. With determination, she unzipped her suitcase, revealing a vibrant array of fabrics, silks, chiffons, and soft cottons in every color and patternable. She ran her fingers over an emerald skirt, enjoying the delicate sensation against her skin. One by one, she unpacked, hanging her clothes in an organized spectrum of color. Delicate lingerie and accessories followed, all meticulously arranged. As she worked, her thoughts wandered to the city beyond her window. Soon, she would step out and fully embrace a side of herself that had remained hidden for too long. The thought thrilled her, sending a wave of nervous excitement through her. In this new city, far from anyone who knew her, she could finally be the person she had always been meant to be. Once her clothes were neatly unpacked, Alina focused on her collection of makeup and hair products. She set them up on the bathroom counter like an artist preparing for a masterpiece. Her reflection in the mirror showed a face flushed with anticipation as she imagined the transformation ahead. She reached for her lavender-scented body wash, eager to wash away the grime of her travels and start her metamorphoses. The hot water felt soothing against her skin as steam rose around her. Alina closed her eyes, letting the warmth relax her muscles as she lathered up. Her mind wandered back to the journey that had brought her here, years of hiding, of suppressing her true self. But tonight, in this new city, no one knew her, and she would finally spread her wings. When she emerged from the bathroom, wrapped in a fluffy hotel robe, the air was thick with the lingering scent of steam. She padded across the room, throwing open the curtains to reveal the city bathed in the warm glow of late afternoon sunlight. Streetlights flickered to life, casting long shadows between the buildings. The city was waking up, and soon Alina would join its vibrant energy. But first, she had a transformation to complete. Alina sat up at the desk, which she had transformed into an impromptu vanity, and began applying her makeup with practiced skill. As she layered on foundation, sculpting her cheekbones and softening her jaw, her confidence grew. Each stroke brought her closer to the version of herself she had always wanted to be. She lined her eyes with a smoky kohl and added mascara, making her lashes fan out delicately. For her lips, she chose a bold crimson, making herself feel daring and unstoppable. After blotting and reapplying, she moved on to her hair, brushing through the damp strands before using a blow dryer and round brush to create soft waves. As Alina finished her hair, she caught sight of herself in the full-length mirror. The woman staring back at her was radiant, confident, and poised, far removed from the unsure traveler who had entered the room. She allowed herself a moment to take it all in before turning her attention to the final decision: what to wear. She explored her closet, touching the silks and satins, before choosing the emerald skirt that had caught her eye earlier. The fabric felt light and cool as she slipped it on, and she paired it with a cream off-the-shoulder top, striking a balance between elegance and approachability. A delicate gold necklace and matching earrings added a touch of sparkle. The outfit was feminine and eye-catching without being over the top. For the final touch, Alina slipped into a pair of strappy sandals with modest heels. As she took a few steps, she relished the way they altered her posture and gait, feeling her confidence soar. Glancing at the clock, she saw that evening had arrived, and the city outside twinkled with 1,000 lights, beckoning her to join its rhythm. She gathered her essentials, a phone, wallet, hotel key, and lipstick, and took one last look in the mirror. The woman who stared back at her was poised and ready for the world. With a secret smile, Alina left her room and made her way to the elevator. The hallway was empty as she walked to the elevator, each step filled with a mix of excitement and nerves. She caught a glimpse of herself in the polished elevator doors, and a surge of confidence washed over her. When the elevator arrived, the doors opened to reveal an empty car, giving Alina a few moments alone to gather her thoughts. As the elevator descended, she mentally checked everything off. She was ready for the night ahead. The elevator doors opened into the hotel lobby, where the sounds of conversation and luggage wheels filled the air. Alina hesitated briefly before stepping out, aware of the curious glances that followed her as she crossed the lobby. She focused on the rhythmic click of her heels and walked confidently toward the front desk. There, she caught Alex's eye, his expression shifting from recognition to appreciation. Alina allowed herself a small, satisfied smile before sweeping past him without a word. The night air hit her as she stepped outside, and the city before her seemed to come alive with energy. People and cars were all caught up in the city's nocturnal rhythm, and Alina paused to take it all in. Neon signs lit up the rain-slick streets, and the sounds of laughter and conversation filled the air. As she walked down the sidewalk, Alina found herself falling into an easy rhythm with the crowd, feeling, for the first time, that she truly belonged. She was free to be herself without fear or hesitation. Eventually, she found herself on a street lined with trendy bars and restaurants, the sidewalks bustling with people enjoying the evening. Music spilled from open doorways, creating a lively, vibrant atmosphere. Alina slowed her pace, taking in the options before her. Each place had its own unique charm, offering a variety of experiences. A small wine bar caught her eye, its deep burgundy facade and soft golden lights inviting her inside. It seemed the perfect place to start her night. She took a deep breath, adjusted her skirt, and checked her lipstick in the reflection of a nearby window before making her way to the entrance. Just as she reached for the door handle, a woman exiting the bar gave her a warm smile, a subtle nod of appreciation. It was a small gesture, but it made Alina feel welcomed, as if entering a secret sisterhood. With renewed confidence, she opened the door and stepped inside. The interior of the wine bar was even more inviting than she had imagined. Exposed brick walls, adorned with vintage wine posters, and strings of Edison bulbs cast a golden glow over the space. Behind the bar, a bartender was decanting a rich red wine with practiced ease. Alina made her way to an empty seat and settled onto the stool, placing her clutch on the bar in front of her as she gathered her thoughts. The bartender greeted her warmly and asked what she would like to drink. Overwhelmed by the choices, Alina took a deep breath and reminded herself that tonight was her adventure. There were no wrong choices. "I'm in the mood for something bold," she said, The bartender's eyes lit up as he turned to the shelves behind him. He selected a bottle of Spanish red wine, explaining that it was one of his favorites, rick, full-bodied, and with notes of dark fruit and spice. Alina was intrigued and agreed to try it. As the bartender poured the wine, Alina inhaled deeply, savoring the aroma. She took a sip, and the wine's depth of flavor bloomed in her mouth, just as he had described. She closed her eyes for a moment, relishing the experience. When she opened them, the bartender was watching her expectantly. "It's perfect," Alina said, her voice warm with appreciation. The bartender smiled proudly and poured her a full glass. He then offered her a menu of tapas, and Alina eagerly chose a dish to pair with her wine. As she sipped her drink, she began to relax, enjoying the atmosphere of the bar and watching the crowd around her. The patrons were a mix of couples, friends, and solo travelers, all united by the pleasures of good food and wine. A plate of cheese and cured meats appeared before her, and she savored the flavors, creating the perfect bite. She caught the eye of a woman at the bar, who raised her glass in a silent toast. Alina returned the gesture, feeling a sense of belonging and acceptance. As the evening wore on, Alina chatted with fellow patrons, sharing stories and recommendations for places to visit in the city. With each passing moment, she felt more and more at ease in her surroundings. When the night came to a close, Alina paid her bill, and the bartender bid her farewell with an invitation to return anytime. She left the bar feeling fulfilled, her steps light and confident as she returned to the street. The city seemed to have taken on a magical quality, and Alina was ready to see what other adventures awaited her. The path ahead was illuminated with possibility, and she felt a sense of excitement for all the nights to come, knowing that each would bring new opportunities to explore her true self. Okay, my sweetheart, story ends here. Now I want to know your thoughts in comments section. Also, like and share this video with your social media account. I will come up with new content on this Sissygram Stories channel, so subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Take care and have a nice day. See you soon, sweetheart.